Hey, hey, happy Sunday. Welcome to my weekly reading, good advice for the week to come. It is Sunday now, and I will be reading for next week. That's Monday the 22nd until Sunday 28th. Yeah. And I will just tilt the camera down so that you can see me do the draw. Beautiful deck. The deck I'm using, as always, is Pam's Vintage Tarot. And if you're interested in the deck, you can find more information on it in my blog. And there's a link in the description of the video that you can click, and that will take you into my blog. Now, earlier I made an interview with this deck and wrote that down in the blog, and you can find a link there. And the creator of this deck is Irene from My Lucky Card. And this is my go-to deck. Now, to the reading. As always, I will be drawing 3 cards. The first card is Stop. That's something we have been doing and we need to stop it. And the second card is Start. That's something we need to start doing. And then the third card is Continue. That's something we have been doing already. We've started earlier, and we need to continue with it. My deck is pre-shuffled, so we are good to go. All right, first card is Stop. This is 2 of Cups. Then Start. Okay, an ominous looking card. This is 10 of Swords. Then Continue. Always happy to see this card. This is Major Arcana card, Strength. I'll gather my deck. There, now you can see the cards a bit better. Okay, now. We have 1 Major Arcana card and then 2 Suit cards. And the Major Arcana card is in Continue position. So it is important that we keep doing what we have already started. This is really important. And then these 2, there's Cups, which is emotion, and Swords, which is thought. Right. Okay, it seems that next week things will be coming ahead. We will start seeing resolutions, if you like. Let's look at each card individually. Our Stop card, 2 of Cups. This is this card is like in an ordinary deck of cards. This is like Ace of Hearts. This is love, romantic love. That's not all that it means. It's any kind of union. Number 2 is about is about unions, things coming together. It's also about things falling apart. I mean, it's about dualism, the 2 sides of life. And Cups is emotion. Emotion, love, empathy. Now let's think about this. This is in the Stop position. And no, it is not saying that we should stop caring about other people. No, 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 no. That wouldn't make any sense. But could be many things. I'm just trying to suss out which one. Yeah, this is about other people. And the fact that, no, we shouldn't stop caring about them, but we should stop kind of depending on if they care about us or not. So we should stop looking for validation from other people, from the people around us. We should stop being so emotionally dependent on other people's approval. Because, I mean, thinking about it, we have been doing a lot, we have been achieving a lot, and we know what it is that we are trying to achieve. And that's enough. We should uh, feel that our own validation is enough. We don't need others telling us that we are good or important or valuable or what we are doing is right. We don't need that. We already know that because we feel it. We feel that it is so, and that should be enough. So it is wonderful to have all these people in our lives, but and yes, we do need them. Obviously, no man is an island. We do need them, and we want them in our lives. But we should stop kind of placing our foundation on the other people. It's our life, our foundation, our decisions. In a word, we should be more independent. Head up high. And then this card, this looks scary. Look at that. That is a scary picture. There are 10 swords. I mean, look at it. One sword is even in the guy's ear. I mean, if this isn't overkill, then I don't know what is. And this is swords. This is thoughts, things about our head, thoughts and intellect. This is also about conflict and challenge. The swords are. And 10 is, it's like the final resolution. 10 is achieving the goal. But looking at this picture doesn't look very positive because of all the swords and the person lying there. Now, looking closer, behind the swords, behind this person, that's a sunrise, new day. The thing with this card is that the worst has happened. I mean, what we feared the most, it has happened. Someone came and you know, stabbed us with all these swords. It's happened. So now we don't have to worry about it anymore. It has happened. So now we can move on. And yeah, obviously we can stay here in in this picture. We can stay down, lying down with all those swords sticking out from our body, and we can just give up. But there is the dawn behind us. So things are still moving forward. And since this is thoughts, all these swords, these 10 swords, they are thoughts. That is what we need to concentrate on. We can't let ourselves be stopped by thoughts of defeat. We need to understand that these thoughts, we can manage them. We can pull out these swords. We can get up and move on. Start a new round. This is really difficult, this card. But in the start position, this card really is about new beginnings, new ways of thinking, letting go of these old thoughts that have pierced us like this and that are slowing us down and keeping us down. Not an easy reading, this. But this card, strength, this ties in really well, especially with the swords card here. Also, in a way, with the Two of Cups, because the strength is about strength, using strength, the strength we have, the strength we were born with, using that, not being afraid to use it, and actually enjoying using that strength. But not in a forceful way. Looking at this beautiful picture, this woman is absolutely controlling the lion. But she is not controlling the lion with force, but gentleness. And with thought control, I was going to say. She is controlling the lion by persuasion. And the lion is, I mean, if the lion did put up a fight, this lady wouldn't stand a chance. But the lion, he doesn't want to. Oh, here's another lion. This lion is happy letting this lady look into his mouth. The nose you are seeing here, this nose here, this is Luru. And he is not a lion, but he's very interested in what I'm doing right now. Yeah. Yeah, this is in continued position, this card. And that means that we need to continue being strong and not trying to force everything, force the things around us, not trying to force other people to accept us, but persuade them with just being who we are, being true to ourselves. And with the difficulties in our lives, it is the tenacity of this lady that will pull out these swords. Oh, this is such a wonderful card. Okay, I'll tilt the camera up. We'll talk about the cards a bit more. There you are. Okay. So we got stop, start, and continue. This really is not an easy reading this time, because, I mean, just by looking at the cards, it's like these two cards were upside down. Well, not upside down, but in wrong places. They should be flipped. It would be easier to read if this was stop and this was start. That's not the way life goes. And it is this lady here, our own ability to be this lady, that will take us through these two cards. It is good to include other people in our lives, especially people who are truly important to us. So we should obviously continue with that, but we shouldn't feel so dependent on them and their approval. If they don't understand what we are doing, we do this. We smile, we lift our chin, and we go forward. And we show them that they don't need to understand what we are doing because we understand. And that's enough. That is all that is needed. And then all these hurtful thoughts we see in this card, we need to use this peace of mind to see these thoughts for what they are. It is not the end, and it is up to us to disregard these thoughts and move past them and move forward towards the dawn. So next week is very much about strength, our own inner strength. This is something we already have. So we just need to tap into it. In fact, we need to continue staying strong. That's what this card is telling us. Don't give up now, even if it feels like this. Don't give up. Just keep strong. Keep at it. Don't give in. Don't give in to despair. You're doing just fine. So there's nothing to worry about. Next week is evidently going to be challenging because of this card. And it could, so they might make us feel deflated or something like that. And yet, we have it in us. We know what we are doing. We know where we are going. We know what we want to accomplish. accomplish. So we need to keep strong this coming week. Okay. Remember this next week. Remember this card. All right. That was the reading for next week. And as always, I will write this reading down in my blog. And if you want to follow this series, it will be really easy for you to do that. All you have to do is enter your email address in my blog, and you will be notified whenever I post anything. Small logo of mine that will appear on the lower right-hand side corner of the screen here. And if you click that, it will be easy for you to subscribe to my video, my YouTube channel. Also, this reading is something I do for my querents. So if you have a situation in your life, any area of your life where you feel in my web shop, it's called Stop, Start, Continue reading. And you can place your order through there. Okay, but that was it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you a week from now. Hey, hey!